right, so we're going to find out right now how this place became such a daggone junkyard. Well, which what it is. This is just a junkyard, just a horrible place to be. For anybody that's in the spirit, you don't want to be here no longer. You're ready for your house to come back.
That's right.
And get rid of this place, man, and stomp these people out. Because that's all they deserve. They deserve to be stomped the hell out.
Right.
Totally. And he's going to do that.
That's right.
So start from the top on that Maccabees 1.
Book of Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1.
Yes, sir.
And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim.
So what happened was, so this is the beginning of the return of the Edomites, the Beckys and the Mallorys, right? The Bobs and the Johns. This is the return of Mr. and Mrs. White folk.
That's right.
That's what this is. This is the beginnings right here. This is history. You ain't even got to get this out of the Bible. This is in history books. And a lot of people who wrote this history have no, religious axe to grind. They just write the history as it happens. So this is in history books, and you can read it right here in the Bible. Ain't that something? You can read the transatlantic slave trade in the Bible. You can read the sub-Saharan slave trade in the Bible, and you can read about this historical man named Alexander in the Bible.
That's right.
Isn't that something? And it's in the Apocrypha, who people say isn't a book that's supposed to be of what they say
isn't canonized.
Yeah, it's not part of the canon.
Right.
Well, let's read some history out of the book that's not part of the canon. Go ahead.
Had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead.
Reigned in his stead. So now he's taken over. Mr. White folk done took over. Now it's coming to fruition now. Read.
The first over Greece. And made many wars. And won many strongholds.
That's something, right? Ain't that something? Ain't that something where we read in Joel how the Africans sold our boys and our girls to these Greek faggots? Yeah, this is it. This is it right here. Go ahead, read.
And won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth.
So he slew the kings of the earth, as it was at that time. Now, when they say the earth, a lot of people think it was everybody, but it was his kingdom reigned where he was at that time. If you can, if that makes things
Asia.
clear. Right, Asia Minor and that area there. So it wasn't like the whole earth, but it was just where they came up at. Go ahead, read.
And went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations.
Yep. And so he robbed people, took their money, took their spoils, took all of their gold. And in the Most High's eyes, we were the silver and the gold. So he took all of that.
Bring it out.
He took all of that. So that's part of what it's saying. Go ahead, read.
And so much that the earth was quiet before him.
So everybody knew about Alexander. Everybody knew this brother was thorough. When they Edomite, not brother, but he was thorough. They knew that he was, he was on the come up. He was just reigned 12 years, beat the hell out of everybody. And some people he didn't beat. Some people just heard about him and gave up and said, you know what, we can't beat this dude.
That's right.
Ain't no need in us even trying to fight this dude right here because that's a lost cause. And so a lot of them just capitulated to a lot of the things he did, without even going and fighting. Go ahead. Right.
Whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up.
Yep.
And he gathered a mighty strong host.
Now imagine this. You are a people who just got kicked out from mankind. Ran out like a damn dog. Ran up into the mountains. You come from the lowest place to ruling the earth. Some of us can't say that wouldn't build pride. Some of us can't say that.
Right.
We wouldn't be proud of that.
Right.
I mean, that's a Drake song. Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah.
Right? So, read more.
And the king, Slakia, and he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings.
So he gathered some boys, just like David. He gathered some boys up so that they can take over. You know, and when they start taking over the earth, he figured, you know, I can't do this all by myself. I got to get some people to reign over these different places.
That's right.
So he gathered some strong men up, some strong Edomites. The strong scented Edomites they probably just went in there and funked people out. So he told them, man, y'all take care of this, man, you know, and put my thing down. If I put a decree down, y'all make sure it worked. You know, y'all make sure everything worked the way I wanted to work. Go ahead, read.
Who became tributaries unto him.
Tributaries unto him. Go ahead.
And after these things, he fell sick and perceived that he should die.
Because he loved little boys.
Yeah.
That's why. He had the finest. He had the finest little boys money could buy. He loved them little boys. Best believe it. So he reigned 12 years, got syphilis. I think he died of syphilis.
Yeah.
And he died off. But before he died, he did something. Go ahead, Rick.
Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth,
right?
And parted his kingdom among them.
Right, so he started, you know, he gave his boys a piece of the kingdom. You know, something that we don't do. This is a lesson, man. And Edomites have been doing this for years, man. When they get something, a great gain, they give it amongst themselves.
That's right, bro. That's right.
Divvy that thing up, man.
That's right.
Amongst read that part over again, because there's a certain part in here that's real integral to what happened. Read it again.
Right.
Book of Maccabees chapter 1 verse 6.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him.
Had been brought up with him.
That's right.
His boys.
That's right.
So here you had the Edomites doing Zephaniah 2 and 1.
That's right.
His boy, he put his boys on. He didn't give them just cars and money. He gave them regions.
That's right.
Y'all go rule that, man.
That's right.
He inherited to his boys,
That's
man.
right, King.
This is a lesson. A lesson that we were told we don't teach. This is a lesson.
Right.
Read on.
And parted his kingdom among them.
Gave them something. Go ahead.
While he was yet alive.
Yep. Read.
So Alexander reigned 12 years.
Reigned 12 years.
And then died.
Then he died.
And his servants bare rule every one in his place.
So his servants came up under him. His boys, after he died, his boys had land, had kingdoms, tributaries, as it say. They had big stuff, man.
That's right.
They were living nice.
Right.
That's how we should be doing it, man. That's how we should be doing it as brothers. That's Israel. We're supposed to be giving each other land and property and stuff like that when we roll out to our kids, man.
That's right.
This is a lesson right here. Go ahead, read more.
Verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
So now everybody want to be the bad man on the planet. They saw how Alexander ruled. He got some of the best young boys. He got some of the best food. He was living nice. So everybody wanted that same thing. They all wanted it. But when you do that, when you give this land to a people that don't have a true and living God and don't have any morals or standards, something happens.
That's
read
right.
more.
So did their sons after many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
Read that one more time,
Book of Maccabees chapter 1 verse 9.
Yes, sir.
And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
Yes, sir.
So did their sons after them.
So stop. Here it is again. Zephaniah 2:1 again, amongst the Edomites. They put, when they died off, the people who put the crowns on, when they died off, they bequeathed that land to their children.
That's right.
Their sons after them. We don't do that, Reed.
So did their sons after them many years.
Many years.
And evils were multiplied in the earth.
This is what happened. This is how this place became a goddamn junkyard.
That's what it is.
That's right.
That's why it's a damn slum right now. That's why there's diseases running rampant over this place right now. Because when these people came into prominence, evils multiplied amongst the earth.
The world is better. It is better.
It's getting cold out here. Keep going?
You want? We got 14 more minutes on the
Okay,
whole
come.
next 25 minute video.
Okay,
So
come.
if you want to.
Yeah, 14 more minutes.
Come.
You know what? I'm gonna take this 14 more minutes. I want to pivot right here real quick because we've been getting some flack on the comment board about. Can you close up? Get a close up of that right there. This right here is called the Shield of Solomon. Shield of Solomon. Give me real quick. Give me Acts 7:43. Real quick lesson on this, man. Because a lot of you niggas are silly as hell, and you don't read and you don't study. And you've been talking about that this is the star of Rembrandt. Niggas is goofy, man. But we're gonna break it down to you because we love you. You're our brothers, and we're gonna break this down to you so that on this next one that we put up, you'll have a little bit of understanding. Now you still gotta go and do your own research.
That's right.
Don't take our word for it. And one thing about us, we don't get mad if you have constructive criticism. Don't come on there talking a bunch of goofy stuff that you don't know about. That's when things turn ugly.
Right.
And we have to give you some righteous indignation. So read that out.
Book of Acts, chapter 7, verse 43. Yea, ye took up the tabernacle of Molech and the star of your God,
Rembrandt. So this is what they're saying. This is supposed to be the star of Rembrandt. Go ahead, read on.
Figures which ye made to worship them.
Let's go back on this right here. Because it said the tabernacle of Moloch. What everybody know what a tabernacle is. Tabernacle is a tent or a chief house. So let's do a little bit of supposition. So if I had a tent or a chief house right here, would you say that's the chief house of Moloch? No. Then it says, it goes on to say that you took up the star of Rembrandt. And right after that, it says figures. Now, I did a little research. Right there, that star right there is, in the Greek, it's called typos, T-Y-P-O-S. It means figures. So what it means is when the nations, when they built figures, they carved figures out of wood and stuff, and they put gold overlays on it and stuff like that. And so that's what that's talking about. The star. So these figures or these gods, they had one that was over all of the other gods. So that's what this is saying. Typos means figures. Now let's go to Revelations 22:16. I want to show you something. You know what? Before that, put a finger on Revelation 22:16 and go to Numbers 24:17. 24:17. We're gonna try to break this down real quick. So it's getting cold out here. The temperature is dropped at least 10, 15 degrees since we've been out here. It ain't playing, so we're gonna get through this real quick. Numbers 24:17. Let's get that real quick.
Book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 17.
Yes, sir.
I shall see him, but not now.
Yes, sir.
I shall behold him, but not nigh.
Yes.
There shall come a star
Uh-oh.
out of Jacob.
Uh-oh. There should come a star out of Jacob. Now, you have to ask yourself something. If you read that there was a star of Renfram, why would you think this is the star of Renfram? Why couldn't this be the star of Jacob? Why the star of Renfram? Read that one more time, Mark, because some people are silly as hell and they don't read the Bible. So we're going to read it for them. Sometimes we got to read the Bible for them.
Right.
Read it again.
Book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 17.
That's right.
I shall see him,
Uh-huh.
but not now.
Not now.
I shall behold him, but not nigh.
Yes.
There shall come a star out of
A
Jacob,
star out of Jacob, read.
and a scepter shall rise out of Israel.
Why isn't this the star of Jacob?
Hey, it is.
Why is this the star of Renfram? Now these are, I'm just saying this, these are questions of rhetoric because we already know what this is. This is actually a representative of the lily.
That's right.
Exactly.
And stars, as it relates to in the Bible, don't even have points.
Right.
This is it came out points because of Mr. White folk. They put it on it. This is their representation, really, of what a star really is. But the star that's spoken of in the Bible, go ahead, Revelation 22. The star that's spoken about in the Bible is talking about the chief person or the person of higher esteem. That's what they call a star. Just here's a perfect example. Well, thespianism, everybody know what that is, right? That's being an actor, right? When an actor reaches the pinnacle of his success, he's called a superstar. And they even put a star on the ground for him if you know, if they get, you know, enough of it. But that's a 5-pointed star. Give me, we're gonna get up out of here. Give me 22. Read that. 22, 16.
Book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 16.
Yes, sir.
Yahweh Shai
Uh-huh.
have sent mine angel to testify unto you
Yes, sir.
these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David,
Yes, sir.
and the bright and morning star.
Why
Morning
can't this
star,
be
there
the
it is.
bright and morning star?
Right.
That's what it is.
Why can't this be the root of David?
Right. Right.
I don't get it. Why does it have to be the star of Renfram,
Right.
brother?
Right.
They want to twist the truth. That's all. They want to twist
Give me one more. Give me Revelations 2 and 26. And we're going to roll. And then get Ecclesiastes 12.
Book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 26.
Yes, sir.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end,
Yep.
to him I will give power over the nations,
Yes, sir.
and he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers,
Read more.
even as I received of my Father. And I will give him the morning star.
Give him the morning star. Woo! You niggas are silly, man. Get Ecclesiastes 12:13. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna close out. My name is Manatazak. We came out here on the Sabbath for a little lesson about who you are, that you're the only people on the face of the planet who has a true, real, living God. You so-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics, you so-called Native Americans,
That's
Indians,
right.
Aztecs, Mayans, Incas, Arawaks. You are the true and living people of the Bible. You live today. You're not no ancient people that lived way back then, and now God is for everybody, or Jesus died for everybody.
That's right.
That's a lie, and that's some BS.
That's real BS.
Read that out.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 12.
Yes, sir.
And further by these, my son, be admonished of making of many books. There is no end,
There is no end. Read.
and much study is weariness of the flesh.
Read more.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
This is the conclusion of the whole matter. Everything I said today, this is the bottom line. Read.
Right.
Fear Yahweh.
Fear Yahweh.
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments. That's the bottom line, Israel.
That's right.
That's the bottom line, so-called black man, so-called Hispanic man, so-called Native American man. That's the bottom line. Keep his commandments. Read more.
For this is the whole duty
The whole
of man.
This is the whole duty of man. This is saying, what that is saying is, at the end of the day, when we're back into our kingdom, when we're back into our rightful place, us and the strangers, you are going to keep the damn commandments.
Bring it out.
That's right.
Bring it out.
And that is the whole duty of man. My name is Yaqataz. We sign it off. My name is Yaqataz.
Brother Kumar.
Brother Peter. Brother Luce.
Brother Ivy.
Brother Yaqataz.
Got Wolf on the camera today.
Huh.
I want to say shalom, shalom to all our brothers and sisters out there. I want to say peace to all the brothers who teach this word in sincerity. We love all of y'all. Shalom.
Shalom.